Tai Chi with Justin. Today's opening is going to be from, again, the Tao Te Ching. This is number 36. So let me begin with this. If you want to shrink something, you must first allow it to expand. If you want to get rid of something, you must first allow it to flourish. If you want to take something, you must first allow it to be given. This is called the subtle perception of the way things are. The soft overcomes the hard. The slow overcomes the fast. Let your workings remain a mystery. Just show people the results. So, in today's lesson that is relevant because we are going to focus on how you, in practicing your Tai Chi, can move smoothly. And all of this revolves around the breath. So that is actually also going to be part of our bonus lesson after today's Tai Chi lesson. The bonus lesson is going to focus on relaxation techniques, using Qigong, using breathing, and teaching you how to relax within a short period of time. In our case, just 5 minutes. So 5 minutes of relaxation after the Tai Chi class. I hope that you'll stick around for that. Again, as usual, as I have started this yesterday and the day before, we will take a brief break after the Tai Chi lesson. I will end this video and give you a few minutes to go use the restroom, take a minute to go get a mat, something to sit on the floor, a comfortable place. I will start a new video, so make sure you stay here on Facebook in this feed so that you can tune into the next lesson. So let's start with our warm-up. We'll do our Qigong exercises, and then we'll talk about how you can begin to move even more smoothly through your Tai Chi practice. Okay, let's begin. Loosen your wrists. It's a little chilly in my basement, which means it's probably a little bit chilly outside as well. So let's actually transition. Rub our hands. Get them nice and warm. Shake a little bit. Good. And then cross your hands, squeeze. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Interlace your fingers again, squeeze. Going back and forth. Good. Getting a little bit more blood circulation to your hands. Get them to warm up. If you are the type of person who has cold hands and cold feet, these types of exercises are perfect for you. Push your palms forward. 1. Good. Reverse. Turn them around. Push out. Pulling your hands inwards towards your chest a little bit. In, reverse, push. Good. And shake again. Okay, bring your hands to your waist. Roll your neck gently all the way around. Both directions. Good. Roll the shoulders. Both directions. Give me a few bounces gently. And then as you inhale, take one big inhale, lift your shoulders high. And then drop them as you exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. Let's loosen the arms a little bit more. Shoulders. Circle. Just do as large of a circle as you can. Don't try to imitate me. And reverse. Good. Place one foot in front, doesn't matter which one. Other hand hanging down, circle backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. That arm, reach out behind you and then over your head towards me, leaning forward. We're almost in that bow stance that we practiced yesterday, a high bow stance. Switch sides. Arm swinging is first. Backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Arm out behind you, lean over towards the camera. From the side, it looks like this. Arm next to your ear, supporting yourself on your front leg, and high bow stance. Good. And come up. Push the hands to the front again for me. Let's get into the back. So round the back, drop your chin to your chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And hang down towards the floor. Release the hands. Take a few deep breaths. Let the muscles of your back relax. Then bend your knees, slowly roll up as you push off your legs. Okay, good. From here up feels pretty good. Let's move from here down. Circle the hips. Both directions. Bring your feet together. Loosen your knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Give me a little bit of a squat. Extend the legs. Again, squat. This time keep your upper body right here, but extend your legs. Feel a stretch down the back of your legs. Squat again. A tiny bit lower. And then extend your legs. Reach down for your feet. Bend your knees and come up. Good, not too bad. Let's stretch with our bench or whatever it is that you've used in the past. If you have a chair, a sofa, something that's a little bit soft and very sturdy. It's not going to fall over on you. And if you have something nearby for support, that's helpful as well. Place your right foot up on, in this case, my bench. Bottom foot points towards your front foot, hands on your waist. We're going to stretch forward. Today we're not going to touch the bench at first. Keep your back as straight as you can. Keep your nose pointed towards your toes. And come back. Give me one lift of your leg, about 1 inch off your bench. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. But this time, touch the bench. Stretch out. Lift from the chest. Give me one more lift with the leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Place the leg down. Good job. Other side. Leg straight. Push out the heel. Stretch forward. Exhale. Back straight. Nose at your toes. Lift from the chest, nice and tall. Lift the leg for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down. Good. If your leg starts to cramp a little bit, just shake the thigh, bend it, okay? Then come back. Don't wait too long. Stretching forward again. Exhale, reach for the bench. Lift slowly from the chest and lift the leg one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. Okay, good. Shake. Let's do our last stretch. Turn my bench. It's a little bit more stable this way. Foot on the edge. Then stretching forward. Bring your hips down. Good. From here, press the hips towards the bench. Don't press down towards the floor. Forward towards the bench, but keep your knee behind your toe. Good. If you want more of a challenge, body up. You can hold here. You can hold here. Whichever one works best for you. Choose your own level. And then come back. Other side. Foot on the edge. Stretch forward. Find your place. Pick your level. And come up. Good. Okay. Now, we move on to our Qigong exercises. So let's move our benches out of the way. Okay. Same as usual. 3 organ systems, 3 movements, 3 sounds. Start with feet shoulder width apart and opening. Begin. 1, breathe in. Breathe out. And first exercise for the kidneys, the sound is chui. Begin. Up to the chest, hold, squat, chui. Chui. Lift up. Next, breathing in. Spleen and stomach, the sound is hu. Hu. Third, bring the hands to the abdomen, left for men, right for women, other hand on top. Leaning forward, this one is for the lungs. The sound is S. Forward. Breathe in. Finish. Good job. Now, let's move on. Again, today's topic is how to move smoothly. So before we begin practicing a few gentle exercises to get you there, we have to first understand that everything that we do in terms of our physical action must follow our breath. So obviously breathing right now is essential. Making sure our immune systems are strong, making sure we can inhale well, exhale well. And those who are having difficulty right now due to the coronavirus are affecting their lungs. They're having trouble breathing, starting to have fluid develop inside. So we have to work constantly to make sure that our lungs stay strong, they stay active, they stay filled with air and not other things. So every time you breathe, number one, it should be even. Even in, even out. Don't make one longer, one stronger. Don't make one faster, shorter. They should all be the same. Your inhale and exhale should be equal. Okay. Second thing, when you breathe, you should be breathing from down here. And that means beneath your belly button, there's an area that we call the dantian, the lower dantian. Lower dantian is essentially where most of your qi is stored for your body so that you can access it. It is also a very warm place. You want it to be warm because without warmth inside of our abdomen, our digestion can become a little sluggish. So keeping the hands here helps to preserve the warmth. It also helps us to understand that when you inhale, if your hands are not moving, that means your belly is not moving. So we should be moving from inside every time we take a deep breath. Now, our movements to help us develop a smoothness in our Tai Chi practice does not involve our hands being on our abdomen, even though we're going to do a very quick breathing exercise first. After that, we're going to understand, or I'm going to teach you to understand that when you move, it must follow your breath. And if your breath is not even, your movement will not be even either. Okay? So let's start with a breathing exercise, very simple. Even though we just did our Qigong, we're going to come back to something even simpler. So hands on your abdomen, just like the Qigong exercise. Left for men, right for women, other hand on top. From here, slow inhale, and if you have to, look down at your hands and see that they're actually moving. And exhale. Okay. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. You stay just as you are. So as we breathe in, I'll move a little closer as well. As I breathe in, I breathe out. I breathe in, I breathe out. I breathe in, I breathe out. Now, if you notice your hands are beginning to move, that is good. That means you are starting to relax the muscles of your torso, specifically one deep inside called the diaphragm, When the diaphragm drops, the lungs can lower, you can pull in more air, thereby strengthening your lungs themselves and by relaxing the muscles around them. As we breathe in, if you're having trouble keeping a specific count or staying relaxed or keeping things even, you can actually count when you do it. So let's breathe in for 3, out for 3. Slowly. Follow me. Hands on your abdomen. I'm going to breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Breathe out. 2, 3. Breathe in. 2, 3. Out. 2, 3. In. 2, 3. Out. 2, 3. And relax. Let's try for 5. Ready? Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time. In. 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Relax. Good. Now, as we do these exercises, we're going to go through some of the basic movements of Tai Chi, and I'm going to teach you how to move a little bit more smoothly, and I'm going to slow things way down for you. Because sometimes when we're moving too fast in life, what we have to do is, what we tell each other, is slow down a little bit. Take your foot off the gas, allow yourself to enjoy the scenery around you, take your time, and be present to the moment. With each action we do, try not to allow your mind to wander off. Stay right here, in the movement, in the moment, so that you can fully absorb the action and the sensation that comes along with it. So, we're going to do the same action we did yesterday, which was parting the wild horse's mane, if you did that when we were practicing bow stands. So, quick review, let's do that. Hold the ball. 1 and 2. We're going to step out to the side. We're going to shift. 1, all the way to here with the arms. If you want to do high bow stands like I've just done, you can. If you want to increase the difficulty, come down a little bit lower and let your step be a little bit longer. So, hold the ball, take your step. 1, 2, and turn. Good. Come back. Hold the ball. 1, 2. In. 1 and 2. In. 1 and 2. In. 1 and 2. Now do one more for me, and I want you to notice anywhere in your body where you feel a little tight. For me right now, it's my left hip. For some reason, it's a little tighter than it normally is. So I shift and turn. Okay. Now let's go to the other side. We're trying to figure out exactly where in our body might be creating a lack of smoothness in our actions. Hands, step. First one. 1 and 2. Come back. 1, 2. Back. 1, 2. Back. 1, 2. 1, 2. Good. So, did you notice where you were a little bit tight? For me, when I did this side, as I mentioned, my hip is a little bit tight. So how can we relax these areas? Well, number one, if you find that you're unable to move past this tension that you have, take a break, do a little stretching, shake out your body a little bit more. Number one, just see if you're holding on to anything unnecessarily. Number two, check your position. If your position is inaccurate, That means for me, if I'm pushing my hip out a little bit too far, obviously I'm going to have a lot of tension here. So more often than not, anything that is creating a lack of smoothness in your body is because your body is not relaxed enough. And your posture is probably not as good as it should be. So always check your posture. That's why from the very beginning, when you do Tai Chi movement, you start here. Very simple. You stand as tall as you can. You do a very basic action to settle yourself into a good posture before you begin anything else. Okay? So let's try it again. This side first. I'm going to work a little bit on my hip, try to pull it underneath me a little bit more. And if I'm going a little too low too soon, that's also going to create a little tension inside of my body. So if I feel I'm not up to it yet, I'm going to come a little bit higher. So body tall. Pick your point of direction. I'm going to move this way. 1 and 2. Come back. 1, 2. Smooth action. As you go forward, exhale. Come back. Exhale. One more. Exhale. Now shift. Let's go to the other side. Come in. Check your posture before you start. For me, I'm going to make sure my right hip is not tight now. Step. Shift. 1, 2. Come back. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. One more. 1, 2. Now, let's come back to the first side. Let's transition to focusing on our breath, doing the same movement. We're not going to change. Unless you're more advanced and you want to try a more challenging movement, you can. Just try to stay with our rhythm as much as possible. Back to the first side. Now, I want you to come up a little bit higher. Let's not worry about our legs getting a little tired or feeling unbalanced. The moment your mind is drawn in other directions, you are no longer able to keep a smooth action. So hold the ball. We're going to go forward slowly. 1. Exhale as you move forward. Inhale. So keeping about the same pace we did earlier, anywhere between 3 to 5 seconds to inhale and exhale. Breathing in. Breathing out. Control the movement. Keep your body tall. And smile while you do it. And let's come back to the other side. Hold. Take your step. Shift. 1. Remember, high bow stance. We're not going low. Inhale, exhale. This is the exhale. Inhale. Smooth. One more. Good. So when you watch people practice Tai Chi, if you've seen them outside here, if you've been to China and you've watched them practice in the park, it looks very peaceful, very smooth, very fluid. So the actions are not rigid in any way. Anytime there is a stiffness, it's for a brief moment so that they can say punch or kick, do something quick and powerful. For us, right now, we're trying to develop that fluidity, that smoothness. and then we're going to ramp it up a little bit. So I'm going to have you sink a little bit lower, get into your stance a little bit longer as well if you can, and go about just a tiny bit slower, about 10% slower from what we were just doing. Take your time and let your breath be longer, about 5 seconds. We're only going to do it 3 times on the right, 3 times on the left, because it's going to take a little extra long. So, starting position 1. Take your step, adjust, come down a little lower if you need to. You're going to be working your legs and they're going to get tired, but keep your attention on the movement. The whole thing, inhale and exhale, 5 seconds, 3 times. Let's begin. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Other side. Transition. If you are working in a lower stance, stay down, do not come up. Shift. Inhale and exhale, 5 seconds. Inhale. Last one, exhale. Nice job. Good, and rest. If you do that more than 3 times on each side, your legs are obviously going to get a little tired. So the idea is to make it easier for you from the beginning, if you are a beginner, take away some of the things that become distractions, like tired legs, improper posture. Come up into an easier position and focus on the important element. In this case, it's an even breath with a slow and even movement. Develop this smoothness with each action. As you feel more comfortable with that, increase the difficulty a little bit more each time. Then try the other side, go the other direction. Same thing, start high and then eventually come down low and then take your time. If you really want to challenge, you can increase the length of the movement, increase the length of your breath. Stronger your lungs get, the stronger the rest of your body will get as well, okay? So this is how we develop smoothness from a beginner standpoint. There are a number of more advanced exercises you can practice to help develop this fluidity, this smooth movement, no matter what action you're performing. If you're doing a more advanced one, we haven't done anything where we're going down low to the ground, but those actions you have to maintain the same thing. So as the difficulty raises up, that means the more practice you need. So let's go from the 10-step form. If you remember what we did several days ago, we're going to go from start to finish, each movement 1 time, not as slow as we just did. We're going to go normal pace. Just make sure you keep an even breath and smooth action together, and then we'll close out. Here we go. Feet together, stay nice and tall, check your posture. This is where we begin. And start. There's the knee. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Out. Breathe in. Out. Breathe Breathe out. In. Out. Go back. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Step in. Lift and hold. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come back, body tall. Change. Finish. Step in. Check your posture. Exhale. And that's it. Good. I hope you felt a little smoother at the end of today's session in all of your movements. So continue to practice. Remember, the immune strengthening Qigong is available on YouTube if you want to repeat that as we did in the beginning. You can practice it longer than we did. It can help you to improve the strength of your lungs, the strength of your immune system, and also practice these smoothness exercises. Develop the ability to let go of unnecessary tension in your body. Take your time. If you feel that you are becoming tense mentally as well, this can help you to be relaxed. So that is the end of today's Tai Chi lesson. And remember, stick around. We have a bonus lesson coming up in just a few minutes. So if you need a quick break, run to the restroom, come on back. Come back to Facebook, come back to the next live video, which I will post in just a few minutes after I adjust my equipment and set up. And we're going to focus on how to relax. Okay, doing some Qigong, doing some more breathing, and then you can go on with the rest of your day. So take a quick break, come right back for your bonus lesson. Thank you all, and I'll see you in a few minutes.